What's up, Lakers Nation? We're back with another update to keep you in the loop on all the latest happenings surrounding the team. Before we dive into it, make sure to hit that subscribe button and give us a thumbs up. Staying connected is the best way to ensure you don't miss any of the exciting updates we've got coming your way. Today is a big day, a key moment for the Los Angeles Lakers as the trade season officially starts to heat up. We've been talking about it for a while, and it's finally here, December 15th. Now, this isn't necessarily when the big trades go down, but it marks the beginning of the action. It's the starting point, the moment when the wheels start turning and the first steps towards trades are taken. The trade deadline is still a couple of months away in February, but this is when teams can officially begin making moves. As I said before, we're not necessarily expecting the Lakers to make a blockbuster trade today, but hey, if it happens, that would be fantastic. However, it's more likely that we're looking at the beginning stages of the trade season, a time when teams begin to assess where they stand, where their needs are, and which players they're willing to move in order to improve. This is the time when the groundwork is laid for potential trades down the line. When it comes to the Lakers, we know Rob Pelinka and the front office are already hard at work behind the scenes, analyzing all their options and gearing up for the next moves. The team's roster is still evolving, and there's still plenty of room for improvement. We know the Lakers have shown interest in making some minor trades rather than going all in on one huge move. That means we could see a few smaller deals that strengthen the squad and add depth, especially with the knowledge that we're now around 2 months away from the trade deadline. Today marks the point where most of the players who signed contracts in the offseason or faced restrictions on being traded are now eligible to be moved. This opens up a whole new set of possibilities for teams, including the Lakers, who have been biding their time, waiting for this very moment. The trade landscape is shifting, and with many teams having already played a significant chunk of the season, we're starting to see clearer pictures of which squads are contenders, which ones are in rebuild mode, and which might be looking to tweak their rosters to make a final push. For teams like the Lakers, it's a critical juncture. As we approach the midpoint of the season, teams know whether they're really in the race for a playoff spot or not. If they're struggling, they need to start thinking about trades to stay competitive. And if they're stuck in the middle, it might be time to make tough decisions. Do they hold on to their assets and hope things turn around? Or do they move players to retool for the future? For the Lakers, the focus seems to be on shoring up their roster with a few key additions. Nothing too drastic, just a bit of fine-tuning to address some of the team's more noticeable weaknesses. The Lakers have been in the market for a player who can provide a boost on both ends of the court, particularly at the wing position. But it's not all about looking for a star. Depth is just as important right now. We've seen the Lakers struggle with consistent bench production, and that's an area that needs to be addressed before the team can seriously contend for a championship. We've seen similar situations with other teams in the league, like Chicago, Sacramento, and Indiana, who are already starting to evaluate their rosters. These teams have needs of their own and may start making moves soon. The Lakers are in a similar boat, with Rob Pelinka likely already evaluating the market, looking for opportunities to improve. And while the focus is on getting a few smaller, more manageable trades done, there's always the possibility that something bigger could emerge. But for now, the Lakers are aiming for incremental upgrades, not a massive overhaul. The timeline is critical here too. It's not just about making any trade, it's about making the right trade at the right time. For example, in the past, we've seen the Lakers pull off smaller trades in the weeks leading up to the trade deadline, like the acquisition of Rui Hachimura or Dorian Finney-Smith. These kinds of moves set the stage for bigger trades later on, allowing the Lakers to build a more complete roster and position themselves for a serious playoff run. Now that the trade restrictions are lifted for so many players, we could see a lot of action over the next few weeks. It wouldn't be surprising if the Lakers were able to land a minor piece or two by Christmas, just to shore up some depth and give the team more flexibility moving forward. The goal isn't necessarily to make a splash, but to find the right pieces that can contribute right away and help the team make that final push toward a deep playoff run. With the trade season now officially in full swing, the Lakers are in a good position to make some moves. It's all about finding the right deal at the right price. And with teams like the Brooklyn Nets, Charlotte Hornets, and Miami Heat potentially looking to shake things up, the Lakers may find some opportunities to strike. While it's still early, we can expect the trade rumors to start picking up as the deadline nears, and the Lakers are sure to be involved in a few of those conversations. Pelinka has always been a shrewd negotiator, and this year will be no different. With the team still not quite where it needs to be, it makes sense for the Lakers to look for ways to add more talent without jeopardizing the future. Whether it's a minor trade to boost the bench or a bigger move that shakes up the starting lineup, the Lakers have plenty of options to consider. So, what does that mean for the team's future? Well, it's clear that the Lakers need to make some moves. With a roster that's close, but not quite there yet, a few well-timed trades could be the difference between a strong playoff push and another early exit. It's about finding that balance between making improvements now while also positioning themselves for success in the future. The Lakers have a lot of flexibility, but with the trade deadline just around the corner, the clock is ticking. As we look deeper into what the Lakers might be considering over the next few weeks, it's important to recognize that this isn't just about making a move for the sake of a headline. Every decision is strategic, aimed at filling gaps and building a team that can compete now and maintain competitiveness for the future. The Lakers have a clear starting point in mind, a vision of how the roster should look, and now the challenge is executing that vision through smart trades and acquisitions that add value without compromising the core pieces already in place. Timing and patience are critical because making the wrong move too early could have ripple effects that extend well beyond this season. The trade season is a delicate balance between opportunity and necessity. Teams like the Lakers must assess not only who is available, but also the timing of those trades. Certain players only become tradable at specific points, while others are available immediately but may not fit the team's long-term plans. For example, secondary-level talent, players who may not be headline stars but can significantly bolster the depth of a roster, are often undervalued and can make a big difference in the latter part of the season. The Lakers are likely evaluating multiple scenarios, acquiring a younger wing to strengthen defensive versatility, adding a scoring option off the bench, or perhaps even pursuing a player who can slide into a starting role if necessary. Each option carries implications, both immediate and long-term. The discussion around potential trades has been heating up, and part of the excitement is analyzing who fits where and how they might integrate into the team's system. For instance, a player like Keon Ellis could provide athleticism and defensive flexibility, which are both areas where the Lakers need reinforcement. On the other hand, teams such as Brooklyn have several players who could serve multiple roles, from scoring to playmaking, which creates possibilities for a multiplayer deal that could address several needs in one transaction. The beauty of this phase in the season is that the Lakers are not forced to rush. They can take their time evaluating the market and finding the best possible fit before committing to any deals. It's also essential to consider the ripple effects on the roster. Adding one player often means moving another or adjusting minutes, rotations, and chemistry. Rob Pelinka's task is not only to identify talent, but to balance personalities, playing styles, and contract situations to ensure that the team remains cohesive while improving overall performance. This is where the subtleties of trade strategy become fascinating because it's not always the marquee names that change the game. It's the right combination of role players, depth additions, and tactical moves that allow a team to maximize its potential on both ends of the floor. Looking at the bigger picture, the Lakers' approach may mirror successful strategies from other franchises. Teams like Oklahoma City and San Antonio have often demonstrated that building through layers of talent, rather than focusing exclusively on one superstar addition, can pay dividends. Multiple contributors who understand their roles and can step up when needed create a team that is resilient and adaptable. This method of constructing a roster ensures that the team doesn't rely too heavily on one player and can sustain performance even if injuries or other setbacks occur. For the Lakers, the key is blending their established stars with complementary pieces that enhance both their offense and defense. Another critical element is understanding which trades make sense financially and strategically. While there is excitement in imagining high-profile moves, the reality is that the Lakers need to weigh the cost and the impact on future flexibility. Trading for a big-name star might excite the fan base, But if it requires giving up too many assets or restricts future options, it could hinder the team's trajectory rather than improve it. Conversely, acquiring multiple secondary-level players in a single trade could address several weaknesses simultaneously, improve depth, and leave the Lakers in a position to pursue bigger targets in the offseason when more cap space and assets are available. These decisions require careful evaluation and a willingness to think beyond immediate gains. The dynamic nature of the NBA trade market means that opportunities can appear suddenly. Teams reassess their needs constantly, adjusting to injuries, performance trends, and shifting playoff scenarios. A player who was on the radar yesterday might suddenly become the perfect fit for the Lakers system today. That unpredictability is part of what makes following trade season so exciting, because each day brings new possibilities, rumors, and potential deals that could reshape a roster almost overnight. For Lakers fans, this period is filled with anticipation and speculation, but it's also a critical window for the front office to position the team for success. As we approach the next few weeks, it's clear that the Lakers' strategy is likely centered around careful, targeted acquisitions rather than sweeping changes. The team's needs are specific: more two-way wings, bench scoring, and players capable of stepping into versatile roles without disrupting team chemistry. While it's tempting to imagine a blockbuster deal or a single acquisition that completely changes the team's outlook, the reality is that incremental improvements, smart trades, and shrewd roster adjustments can collectively have a far greater impact than a single headline-grabbing move. The Lakers' front office understands this, which is why patience and due diligence are crucial at this stage. The complexity of potential trades also extends to multiple layers of negotiation. Some deals may involve several teams or players with different contract situations, which requires the front office to navigate carefully. Timing, flexibility, and understanding the priorities of other organizations all play a role in executing trades that are beneficial without overpaying or compromising future flexibility. This is where Rob Pelinka's experience comes into play, as he assesses every angle, considers all contingencies, and ensures that the Lakers remain positioned to make moves that truly enhance the roster. Before we continue, we ask that you leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any exclusive Lakers updates. Moving on, the basketball world is buzzing with whispers that could shake the Western Conference to its core. De'Aaron Fox is reportedly on his way to the Los Angeles Lakers. Sources close to the matter hint that negotiations have heated up behind closed doors, sparking a frenzy among fans and analysts alike. The idea of Fox, one of the league's most electrifying point guards, donning the purple and gold, has already ignited intense speculation about the team's future dynamics. Lakers faithful are dreaming of a backcourt transformation, imagining Fox's lightning-quick drives paired with the team's existing stars. The potential pairing has pundits debating how his style would mesh with Los Angeles' system. Known for his relentless speed, pinpoint passing, and clutch scoring, Fox could bring a fresh spark to a squad that has often struggled to find consistent offensive flow. Yet, as with any blockbuster rumor, questions abound. Would he thrive under the spotlight of Hollywood, or would the pressure of expectations temper his natural explosiveness? Off the court, the chatter is just as tantalizing. Social media is alight with speculation, memes, and heated debates. Some Lakers fans are convinced that this move could be the franchise-altering shakeup they've been craving, while skeptics caution that chemistry and fit could make or break the gamble. Meanwhile, Fox's potential move has other teams scrambling, as competitors weigh the ripple effects of his departure from Sacramento. While nothing is officially confirmed, insiders suggest that discussions are far from superficial, hinting that the Lakers may be serious about constructing a team capable of contending for championships immediately. If this rumor becomes reality, it would mark a bold statement by the organization, signaling that they are willing to reshape their roster around elite talent rather than incremental improvement. The mere possibility of De'Aaron Fox in Los Angeles has set the city and the league ablaze with anticipation, leaving fans glued to every cryptic tweet and every speculative report. One thing is certain: if this deal happens, the NBA landscape could look very different come next season. Stay informed exclusively about Los Angeles Lakers news. Subscribe to our channel and hit the like button to keep receiving daily updates. Also, share your opinion on the news in the comments, as your contribution is crucial for the Lakers. Stay tuned for the next video.